everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name's Pamela Edmonds. I'm the director and the curator at the Dalhousie Art Gallery. And welcome to the official launch for the Worried Earth exhibition. I bring greetings on behalf of the gallery. And, I would like to say a land acknowledgement, as well as talk about a little bit about what interested me in working with you and about the exhibition. And I do have, because I'm a little bit of a nerd, I do have notes, so I'm sorry about that. But just want to say it was a really great pleasure to work with you on this project, and I was really excited to, learn more about your own research. And I'm a fairly new director and curator at the art gallery. I've just been here for about a year now. And in my own curatorial practice, and what I was really interested in is your work around social justice, because as a curator, that is my own background and interest. I'm very much interested to see how art can move the world, how art can be the voice and beacon for social change. And so I feel that, and I'm inspired by young artists who are, using their creativity to express their, how they feel about the world. And this is our, this is our future generation. And I think it's really important to be able to have this voice here at the art gallery, where we are surrounded with students, in this new semester starting, and to showcase what you're working on, what the artists are working on, and what we do. And so we have when Melanie was telling me about the show, I was saying, well, we actually have a pollinator garden, an indigenous pollinator garden just at the far end. And I was thinking about how we could develop the project. And it's like, well, why don't we just take it outside to this area here? And, it was really exciting to start to put the work up and see the stories. And, just putting the work up a few days ago, just seeing people really excited about the work and us, engaging with the environment, because, there is a lot of gray stone around here. And we would love to see more art and hear from, students, young activists, young artists about what their concerns are, especially when it comes to the environment. So, before we do the official launch, I'd like to respectfully acknowledge that we're gathered here on the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. And we are grateful for the stewardship and care, for their stewardship and care for this land over countless generations. And it's this deep connection, right, to the earth, to the land, to the sky, as a testament of a profound wisdom, and one I think we can all learn from. And as we come together to look at these works, we can be reminded of the impact of the environment and the challenges that are affecting us all. There's fires, there's hurricanes. We're really seeing it. In the last several years, especially, and we're bearing witness to grief and resilience and to hope through this work. And so for me, I'm seeing it as a reminder of the interconnectedness of all creatures, human ones and animals and plants and spirits, and the importance of working together for an equitable and just future. And so may this land acknowledgement and this exhibition serve as a reminder of our responsibilities as also caretakers of the land, just as the Mi'kmaq have been for time immemorial. So, walalio, and thank you. And I hand it off to Melanie. And I also want to thank everybody involved before that. Frankie, our great team at Daggers, Bex, Katerina, Yafan, and all of your team. I mean, there's others. It's a big team, but I really appreciate all your work and support to make it happen. And the show will be up as long as we can keep it up. throughout the next several months. So there you go.
Okay.
So shall
Thank
I
you
leave
so
the
much.
stage?
I mean, you could stay here
Okay.
if you want.
We'll
Yeah.
just change places. How
Keep
about
keep me
that?
company.
All right.
Yes, for sure. So first of all, thank you for the warm welcome, Pamela, and the land acknowledgement. And I'd also just like to reflect on working with the gallery and with you and Frankie and everyone else. It's been wonderful. You've been so open and receptive to this idea from the beginning, and from the very first day when we walked over here, I really felt the connection between the gallery and the project and the space, and I think it's beautiful how the garden is filled in now, because when we first saw it, I think it was winter, and we had to use our imaginations for how plants would grow, and really became collaborators with the photographs. I think we had to work with them, so thank you so much for this, and I hope we can work together again in the future. I have a long list of thank yous, actually, and just a little bit to tell you about the broader project as well. So maybe I'll just start with the explanation of what the project is, and then I'll try and go through the thank yous. So my co-principal investigator and I, Erica Mandritsky from Dalhousie University, sat down 3 years ago now, I think it is. We're friends and we wanted to work together, and we both have an interest in art and environment. And we thought, what's important right now? And of course, climate change is on a lot of people's minds. I won't say everybody's, but a lot of people's. And we're trying to digest and emotionally understand what that means for us. Coming from so many different worldviews and knowledge systems, and it's really an area that we thought needed a bit more work, a bit more support, let's say. And so we put together this funding proposal with a long title, Creating Vocabularies and Rituals for Climate Grief Through Multiple Knowledge Systems and the Artistic Practice. I've memorized it now, right? And it later became Worried Earth, thanks to Erica. That's much more comprehensible, comprehensive. But it really has brought together multiple knowledge systems, and so we've had art exhibitions in Winnipeg, and in Halifax, and soon in Grand Prairie with wonderful artists. Natalie Goulet is one of them, who's here with us today, and we've had social science research. And this actually comes from that social science research, where we wove together creative expression with research, and invited youth climate activists to take photographs of reflections of what climate grief meant to them, and then express in relation to those photos. So they were interviewed next to the photos that they took. And so when you move through this exhibition, you can use your mobile device to put up to the QR code to read what they said. And I think that's really important, because the photos are impactful on their own, but when you really read what the people say about them, you get the fuller meaning of it and what they're trying to express through these photos. Our funder is the New Frontiers in Research Fund, and this was supposed to be high risk, high reward research. And I think it had its risks, but I know it definitely had its rewards, and we're seeing that now as we're in the final phase of this project. So that's a bit about the exhibition and the broader project. Thank yous. There's the research team. David Busolo is here from University of New Brunswick as part of our core research team. Roberta Woodgate is from the University of Manitoba. Andrew Park is also from Winnipeg, University of Winnipeg in biology. Lisa Binkley here at Dalhousie. Am I missing anybody? I think that's all of us, right? You, me, Lisa, yeah. So there's 6 of us. And then of course we had a really wonderful team of graduate students. Morgan is here today. Morgan Brimacombe, Lily Barclaw, Sarah Boyd, Natalie, of course, you were working with us. Katerina Rudenko has been a student and a research associate with this. and of course, other wonderful affiliates like Byron Beardy, who came in all the way from Treaty 1 territory to join our panel today. And so just lots of love and appreciation to all of you. We couldn't have done this high risk, high reward project without you, and I really hope to continue exploring these topics, because I think they're really important, and there's a lot more work to do. Did I forget anyone, Erica? I got most of us. Anybody who I forgot? Yvonne, oh my goodness, thank you, Yvonne. You're standing behind the camera. Thank you for all your support with this exhibition and technology. The Youth Advisory Council, yes, of course, they provided a lot of insight, and they produced their own guide for youth, by youth, to provide a bit of a support for folks who are experiencing climate anxiety, climate grief, and similar emotions. So we'll be sharing the outcomes of this project on a website in the near future, in the next few months. Everything will be on there, photos of the exhibitions, the social science, the Youth Advisory Council work, everything will be there together. So, yeah. And you can follow us on Instagram. It's a lot of information, but I think I covered it, yeah. So thank you all for coming. Have a cookie. We have Worried Earth cookies. You gotta sweeten things up when you're worrying so much.
That's right.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
Great.
Wonderful. It really is. I'm squinting the whole time.